You might not expect that your neighborhood strip mall would be the focus of FBI investigators, but it's happening. Internet cafes are popping up where you least expect them. It happened here in Midvale. The problem? Gambling. Utah is just one of 2 states in the U.S. that doesn't allow it in any form. But there is a loophole in the law that has allowed smaller players to sneak into town and lure the unwary along.
They skip around from town to town until they get identified, and then they move. We have people going in here, as was with the phone call I received from a very distraught mother that her son had gone in there and lost thousands of dollars. And the type of crowds that this seems to attract out in the parking lots and the effects it has on the neighboring businesses.
Midvale is just one of many cities along the Wasatch Front that had complaints from the public about the people the business was attracting.
Definitely rough-looking crowds, appeared to be under the influence of drugs just from experience of seeing people that way. Basically the same people going in and out all the time.
An internet cafe like this one had opened up shop, only they weren't just selling access to the internet.
We had sent in a confidential informant. We gave him some money. He went in and played the games, surfed the web, and he came back out and told us, yes, the fact it was gambling.
With the internet access card came access to games that popped up on the computer, like blackjack and poker.
The next day we set up a little sting operation with a hidden camera, and we went inside and purchased some credits and played the credits.
You would purchase a card for time on the internet, and while you were using the internet you could play games of chance, I think is what they called them. And you would either lose money or win money. They had given the internet cafe a credit card. Immediately when they got onto the computer, the games popped up.
There was a menu that you could either go to the internet sites or to play the games.
They spent an hour or so gambling online and watching to see how the operation ran.
I don't recall ever seeing anyone on the internet. They were playing the games.
By the end, we played some games of chance, lost money. In the end, we cashed it out.
They returned to build their case.
We did go back another time, but when we went back, they were gone.
Everything?
Everything. Yep. We looked through the window. All the equipment was gone. We talked to the neighboring businesses. They all said, well, we haven't seen anybody. And the property management said they were gone.
A similar thing happened in Layton, where attorney Gary Crane says the merchant would sell a phone card or a spaghetti dinner. Really what the business was selling was bingo, or access to internet gambling.
These are valid restaurants that sell spaghetti dinners, and with the spaghetti dinners they sell a number of bingo games that you can play. And there's a pool of money that can be won at the end of the evening as a result of of playing the bingo games.
Gambling in any form is illegal in Utah and Hawaii, but where do you draw the line? Often fundraisers will raise money for a cause with a raffle. Is that gambling? State lawmakers are redefining a few elements of the law, making this distinction. When you give your cash or credit card, you must get something of equal value in return, or clearly be participating in a promotional activity. And can any prize won be parlayed into an additional prize? No.
And they'd play to see what they won. They'd reinvest their winnings and usually lose. The odds were horrible. So.
It seems as though people go in thinking they're doing one thing, just playing a game on the internet, and find out that they're actually losing thousands of dollars. So
We need to get some kind of legislation so that we can attack this kind of a business from the very beginning rather than have to establish it as a regular gambling operation.
Now, state lawmakers are trying to clarify the law and put some additional teeth into it. For the Utah League of Cities and Towns, I'm Susan Wood.